Hello everybody, I hope everybody had a lovely Easter and are keeping well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you this large journal that I've made. It's a 2-signature journal. It measures, I didn't measure it. It measures approximately 8 3/4 by 6 by approximately 1.5 inches. It is a soft, well, semi-soft cover journal with a fabric cover. I did show this cover in a previous video if you're interested in how I put that together. It has lots of Beebeecraft goodies in this because I started the cover with Beebeecraft and a lot of the tags and things as well, so I just kept adding more and more. So most of the things on the front cover here are from Beebeecraft, as is the tie, which is made from some chiffon fabric. So let's go inside. And I will put on the screen how many pages it has because I haven't counted them yet, so it'll be a surprise for all of us. Usually I write it down, but I haven't written it down anywhere. Okay, so this is the inside pocket as I showed. Did I? No, I didn't have a pocket on it. The inside is covered in a beautiful blue and white vinyl fabric, like a peel and stick type thing that I found thrifting. I think it's ever so pretty. A beautiful velvet flower, and this lovely trim here is from Beebeecraft. I've actually lined that with some glassine paper. Can you hear that crinkle? Just to give it more strength. I've made a large tag out of some Beebeecraft music paper. Beautiful pieces of lace here. They are not from Beebeecraft, so that's the back. This is a lovely little rub-on, and that is from Beebeecraft as well. I have all those things linked in the description box below. And that goes in there, and I've popped in there just a book card and some extra papers that have shades of blue in them, just so that whoever ends up with this journal has something to play with as well. I did use some printables from the Paper Cameo. I had them specially printed this time because my printer's not very good. This is my printer, and just look at the difference here, and I can show you that one further down. I've reprinted it at the printers. That tag I have shown in a previous video also, I think. Maybe not. Another little rub-on. That's the beautiful shell lace from Beebeecraft, as is the embroidered flower trim. So I'll put a link to the Paper Cameo in the description box below if anybody's interested. I've used, I think, 2 or 3 kits. I will list them, the ones that I used. And that is a washi sticker there. We have a paper bag here with a large tag, once again from the Paper Cameo. Rub-on from Beebeecraft. Lovely sari silk and a vintage nylon bow in that one. A little cluster, just a scrap of fabric from Beebeecraft. The wax thread is from Beebeecraft, as is the shell button. I actually flipped the button over because I wanted that little bit of colour on it. There's another one of those lovely printables. Another tag there with a rub-on from Beebeecraft. Washi tape sticker. Lovely vintage lace of my own. A bit of doily. An Edith Holden page. I haven't used any of those before in my journal making. I've been hoarding them, I think, but this, I think Louisa sent me these pages many years ago, and so I've decided to start using them. It's about time, I think. That's just a thread. Lovely Paper Cameo paper, as is this heart that I've just makes a nice journal spot. This page fold is just a square with a couple of rounded corners. I've lined all the tags and things like that just to make it easier. And I think that's one of those Tim Holtz little slide-on clips. There we go, just a little cluster there and some of the Beebeecraft fabric ruffled up. This is a tag from the Paper Cameo. It had the blues in it, so I thought I would use it. Case of craft paper there with a little bit of Beebeecraft fabric. Just a little tab with a shell button from Beebeecraft again. Another little tag and another tuck spot. Using that Edith Holden, I've used it here as well. Just some petals off a fabric flower, and this is can't find it. This fabric here, it's the top part of the fabric when I cut it off. So, and that goes in there. A lovely vintage little embroidered one. That's a really old one, that one. And that's the back of the tag with a little lace pocket. That is a folk art pattern that I've just put across there with a tag. And what I thought, you know, whoever gets it, they could even colour that in if they wanted to. I think that would be fun. You could do it in shades of blue. Just some die cuts. They're from the same collection as the ones on the front here from 49 and Market. And a nice little paper clip and a cluster there just of offcuts. This is just a waxed bag from Beebeecraft and a tag inside of it. Oh, and I put a few little fancy papers with the blue tones in there as well. These are also from Beebeecraft, so I had fun going through my things from Beebeecraft. Just, you know, I thought anything blue goes in here, so it was fun. And some nice polka dot tulle at the top there. Let me just put that back in. There we go. These are, they're just cards with flowers on that I thought would be nice to tuck in here. I like the sketched look of it. And the little tag. That is a Lavish Laces lace that I got this month. It was in blue, so I thought I would add some into this journal as well. That's the trim from Beebeecraft. I have a tag, Edith Holden paper, Paper Cameo, just another one of those lovely vintage flowers in the front there. I've got some papers that I have, and I just added them in here. That one's a little bit purple, that one's pink, but I'm sure you could do some nice collage work with that. And also another tag. There's quite a lot in this journal. There's the other half of the paper bag. I've just popped a bit of the gingham, blue gingham ribbon in there from Beebeecraft. This is another tag in here with the beautiful Paper Cameo papers. Absolutely love that pattern. And some blue sari silk and beige sari silk at the top there. Another washi tape sticker. Little collage, and this is an envelope from Paper Cameo again. And what have we got in here? I haven't glued that envelope. I'm still deciding whether to or not. There's just a nice paper that you can use for collage work in there in blue tones. So I've popped that in there. I've put one of these seals, but what I did was I put a thick one at the bottom and a soft one at the top, because I found that when you put it into the envelope, you lose half the seal, so the top one makes it look like a real seal. I have an envelope here with a tag, a lovely velvet flower with a mother of pearl button, another tag here, and another one there. Little tab. It's a lovely fibre that I found I had with little bits of blue in it and green. And there's just a cluster of offcuts from what I've been using. Just a lovely picture of a lady, Abrotique, I think that's where it came from. I printed them out quite a long time ago and never did anything with them. It's ever so pretty. So I put one behind that window there. Just an old envelope. And then I backed it so you could write on it as well. Just another tag there. Just some papers in here that can be used for collaging, and an index card in blue. Another washi sticker. Another tag there. I just want to see if I can show you. Alright, that particular paper there was done on my printer, and this is the professional one that I got done. Can you see the difference? This part here is this part here. It's so different. This is so much more vibrant. This is from the new Fancy, I think it's the Fancy collection. It's really lovely. I've saved the ones that I haven't used to make another journal in the vibrant colours, which is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but they're ever so pretty. Look at that. That's another beautiful tag from the Paper Cameo, but the colours are just wonderful. And another one. Oh, and that's the edge piece of that, this lace here. I use that on the pockets there. More fabric and another little cluster there. And another pocket. I think I said all the tags and things have been stitched. Another little tag. Half doily, vintage lace there. Some more of the papers here that can be used. And a pink one. And look at the beautiful, beautiful vibrancy of that. That's just lovely. Just lovely. I think that's also from the Fancy paper collection that's out now. I'm looking forward to making that next journal in those colours. I think there's also, I'll be using 2 different kits for it. Another tag. The rub-on at the back, another one of the lovely hearts, and a page tuck, little tab, one of those pockets again, and some more papers to play with, and another index card, another little tag, another. They're almost like a postcard. If you had a postcard stamp, you could put that on the back of it quite easily and use that as a postcard. Another tag there. And on the last page, we have the other side of the envelope with a tag inside of it. And there's the back tuck again. And in the back here, I have put a little booklet that I made many, many years ago, and it's all blue. So I thought it was perfect to add into this journal. The actual velvet flowers are the same, so that's nice. So I'll have a quick flick through. There's a lovely piece of fabric inside with some wedding trim. The papers are slightly different, of course, because I made this a few years ago and I used to scrunch my papers more back then. But I'll just flip through for you. I did add a couple of the rub-ons as well. I've had a lot of fun using those rub-ons from Beebeecraft. They're really nice. They come in a, they're over here. They come in a pack of different colours. About 5 different packs of rub-on flowers. They're ever so pretty. I thought this would be perfect to add into the back of this journal, seeing as it's in blues. And I'm calling it shades of blue because they're all different colour blues, and a little cluster I added there just of offcuts as well. And that just ties carefully with sari silk. If you pull sari silk too tight, sometimes it can rip, and that just tucks into the back there like that. Of course, it doesn't have to stay there. If you get the journal, it can come out and be used separately, of course. So that is my Shades of Blue journal. I hope you like it. I've had a lot of fun. It has taken a while to put together, and it is quite a big one. But it's not it's not too big. Now I'm just putting it out there. Whoever gets this, I can't over decorate the packaging because it's borderline with the weight for postage, and I don't want to go over to the next, the higher rate of postage. So I will just simply wrap it in tissue paper, put it in a bag inside the postal bag. So there we go. I hope you like that. That's all tea stained on purpose. So I hope you like it. I think it's lovely. It feels really nice, and it looks very nice as well. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have all the details below if anybody's interested in purchasing this journal, or I'll put a general link to Beebeecraft and also the items I've used in this journal, along with the link to the Paper Cameo. So thank you ever so much for joining me today, and take care, everybody. Bye.